Today is World Mental Health Day, and this morning we're highlighting the incredible services at Didi Hirsch, from supporting teens to suicide prevention and even helping wildfire survivors. Didi Hirsch has been a source of support in our area for over 80 years.
Shari Sinwelski is the Vice President of Crisis Care at Didi Hirsch, and she's here to talk about why mental health is just as important as physical health. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
You know, I'm such an advocate, as Rachel knows, of mental health and taking care of your mental health. There is still a stigma around it, which I find so surprising as we continue to talk more and more about it and its importance. But can you talk about what you have done to raise awareness and offer support to people who feel like they're suffering in silence a lot of the time?
Yeah, Didi Hirsch has been fighting that stigma for over 80 years, and I actually think things are getting a bit better. People talk a bit more about mental health than they did 30 years ago when I started working in this field, but there's still more work to be done. And I think you really hit the nail on the head when you said that people really need to be able to take time out for themselves emotionally, just like they might if they were facing some sort of a physical ailment.
Absolutely. Shari, we know Didi Hirsch has the most comprehensive suicide prevention center. Can you explain to us, how does it provide immediate support for the people who really need it?
Yeah, so in terms of immediate support, we offer our crisis hotline services. Anyone can reach us by dialing 988. They can also chat or text through that service as well, 24/7. We have our teen line that's also available for teens who need to speak to someone in emotional distress. And what's really unique about that program is that it's a place for teens to talk to other teens, other youth who are in crisis.
I find that so... Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I find that so fascinating. That seems like something that's really potentially radical, as having teens being able to address things with their peers.
It is radical, although we've been doing it for decades.
Oh.
But I think it is something that's really important because sometimes teens don't feel comfortable reaching out to adults in their lives.
Oh, I see that all the time.
And Shari, of course, the LA wildfires have had lasting impacts on many people, from children to adults to our first responders. Can you tell us how Didi Hirsch is supporting the emotional recovery after these fires?
Absolutely. You know, it's interesting because this World Mental Health Day is really the theme of the Mental Health Day this year is helping people who are facing humanitarian emergencies, natural disasters, very much like what many people in LA faced after the fires back in January. We're providing free counseling to individuals. They can receive up to 6 sessions of brief therapy for people who are facing the emotional tolls that those fires have caused in their lives. You know, we often see that immediately after a fire, people are focused on their physical needs and they may be stressed, but now that we're kind of 10 months out from that situation, the emotional toll is really becoming more apparent in people's lives. And we're there for people to talk to and have someone to, really talk about the stresses that they're facing.
Shari, I have so many friends in the mental health profession or nurses in the medical profession. I know it's been really tough for you guys as well. Just how are you doing on this Mental Health Day, and do you have advice for people?
Yeah, I'm really glad that you point that out. It's important for all of us to take care of ourselves, especially the helpers. We're always looking for ways to support our staff and our counselors. We have events for them where they can come together and focus on their own wellness and self-care. But it is important that everybody who's doing this work is taking a break for themselves.
Well, I hope you get one. Well, if it's not today, hopefully over the weekend you get a little rest. So, Shari, thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. Have a great weekend.
You too. If you're struggling, call or text 988-HELP. It's here 24/7. You can encourage your teens in your life to reach out to Didi Hirsch Teen Line by phone. You can see that number on your screen right now. I think that's such a great program. 800-852-8336. Or text teen. I love that too, because they love to text 839-863. And for more information, all you have to do is head to crisiscare.org.